Here's a psychology fact you're not ready for. Someone can be highly attracted to you right now, this second, and you never know it. Because attraction doesn't look like movie scenes. It looks like micro behaviors your brain is trained to ignore. And the person showing them, they're probably hiding it on purpose. Psychologists call this subconscious attraction signaling. And once you understand it, you'll see why you've missed connections you thought were impossible, why someone out of your league might have actually chosen you, and why your own hesitation has probably cost you more than rejection ever could. But here's where most people stop, and that's the biggest mistake. They think attraction is obvious. Eye contact, compliments, touching your arm. It's not. The real signals are invisible to anyone who doesn't know what to look for. And by the time you notice the obvious ones, the subconscious window has already closed. Here's the painful part. Your brain is literally designed to miss these signals. Evolution wired you to fear rejection more than you value connection. So when someone sends you a genuine attraction cue, your mind dismisses it as they're just being nice to protect your ego. You're not blind, you're just cowardly. And so are they. Attraction is a secret language spoken by two people too afraid to admit they're fluent. Sign 1, their pupils dilate when you speak and they can't control it. This isn't romance novel fluff. This is autonomic nervous system response. When someone is highly attracted to you, their brain releases norepinephrine and dopamine, which causes involuntary pupil dilation. Studies from the University of Chicago found that dilated pupils are rated as more attractive by observers, creating a feedback loop where attraction literally breeds attraction. But here's what nobody tells you, this happens in milliseconds. You have to be watching for it, and most people are too busy performing their own insecurity to notice someone else's biology betraying them. Notice that. Their body is screaming while their mouth stays polite. Sign 2. They mirror your micro movements and they don't know they're doing it, not the obvious stuff. Not when they cross their legs because you crossed yours. The subtle stuff. They take a sip when you take a sip. They shift their weight 30 seconds after you shift yours. They breathe at your rhythm. This is called interactional synchrony, and research from the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior shows it's one of the strongest predictors of romantic interest, stronger than physical touch, stronger than compliments, stronger than proximity. Why? Because mirroring is the body's way of saying, I want to be in sync with you before the conscious mind has permission to admit it. The person mirroring you isn't trying to manipulate you. Their nervous system is trying to merge with yours. And if you're not watching for it, you'll chalk it up to coincidence. But here's the part nobody wants to admit. Signs 3 through 5, they're not about what someone does to you. They're about what someone stops doing around you. And that's where most people miss everything. Sign 3, they stop self-grooming when you're present. Wait, that sounds wrong. Don't people groom themselves more around crushes? Yes, initially. But when attraction deepens from interested to highly attracted, something shifts. They stop checking their hair. They stop adjusting their clothes. They stop the performative presentation. Why? Because their brain has moved from impress them to be real with them. This is what psychologists call reduced self-monitoring, and it's a stronger attraction signal than any compliment because it means their guard is down. If someone is still performing perfection around you, they're interested. If they've stopped performing entirely, they're captivated. Sign 4, their voice drops in pitch, specifically when speaking to you. Research from Albright College found that both men and women lower their vocal pitch when speaking to someone they're highly attracted to, but the drop is more pronounced in women. This isn't about sounding sexy. It's about subconsciously signaling, I trust you enough to reveal my natural frequency. A higher voice performs approachability. A lower voice offers authenticity. Most people think attraction sounds like flirtatious banter. It doesn't. It sounds like someone stripping the performance from their voice because they want to be recognized, not just desired. If that hit you, good. It means you've been missing this. Sign 5 is where most people realize they've been reading attraction backward their entire life. Not the big stuff. Not your birthday. The tiny stuff. That you hate cilantro. That your childhood dog was named after a cereal. That you once mentioned a book you haven't thought about in years. This is called enhanced memory encoding for target-relevant information. And fMRI studies show that attraction literally changes how the hippocampus stores memories. When someone is highly attracted to you, their brain tags everything about you as important and files it differently than mundane information. The dark truth? They might remember more about you than you remember about yourself. And if you've ever felt unseen, unremembered, unimportant, this is the signal that someone has made you their priority without announcing it. But here's what explains why you miss all five. Your brain doesn't scan for attraction. It scans for threat, for rejection, for humiliation. So when someone sends you a genuine signal, dilated pupils, mirrored breathing, vocal pitch drop, your mind filters it out as probably nothing before you can consciously register it. Psychologists call this rejection sensitivity, and it's not your fault. It's a defense mechanism, but it's also a prison. Because the person showing you these signs, they're probably doing the same filtering. They're probably telling themselves they didn't notice or they're not interested, while their body screams otherwise. Attraction is two people standing in the same room, both too afraid to trust what their biology is telling them. If you want to break this cycle, start with one thing. Stop dismissing the microsignals. The next time someone's pupils dilate when you speak, don't look away. The next time you notice mirrored movement, hold the moment 1 second longer. The next time someone's voice drops with you, let the silence sit. Here's the mental trick that actually works. Assume attraction until proven otherwise, not arrogance. Statistical probability. Most people are more attracted to you than you think and less expressive about it than you hope. Your job isn't to decode perfectly. Your job is to stop filtering out the truth because you're afraid of being wrong. So what does this mean? If you felt invisible, you probably weren't. If you felt unchosen, someone might have been choosing you silently. Your brain's rejection sensitivity, your fear of misreading, your habit of dismissing, they're all calibrated for protection. But protection and connection are mutually exclusive. The next time someone's body speaks a language you almost missed, remember, you're not broken at reading people. You've just been trained to fear being right. And if this reached you at the right moment, hit subscribe. Turn on notifications. In ear twarked 1 second exist for people who are done missing what's right in front of them. Every week I'd break down the psychology of connection, the signals we miss, and the quiet truths most people never learn to see. Subscribe now, not because you need another channel, but because the person who needs to hear this might be the one you almost noticed.